Hey there, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day so far and that you and your loved ones are safe and staying, just taking all the precautions that are necessary right now during this crazy times that we're in with this pandemic that's taking place. I know that my family, we're so far so good, praise God. No illnesses or nothing like that. So just really staying focused and lockstep on what we need to do to weather this storm. And that's one of the reasons why I'm coming on today is because these are unprecedented times that we're in. And oftentimes during situations where, life is thrown at us and things go upside down, one of the things that can really take a hit is your finances. So I want to share a couple tips that my household, what we're implementing, as well as what others have done during some crazy times that we've been in. So hopefully these quick few nuggets I'm going to share are practical and easy to apply so that you and your family can not only weather this pandemic, but any type of ramifications that occur as a result of this COVID-19, you're able to weather that storm also. So the first thing I want to say is, as a man of faith, that I know that all these things are underneath God's feet. And I just need to continue to stay true to what his word says and what I believe, and just taking one step and one day at a time. I know by human nature, it's common and very easy to get fearful, not knowing of the uncertainty that takes place. And that's normal. But at the end of the day, all we can control is what we can control, and that's what we need to focus in on. So with that said, the first thing I want to share with you is that the first and foremost thing is to just breathe. Just breathe and don't panic. As a nation, as a society, we have endured many other things that have not only tried to rock us to our core, but try to just take us down in general, whether that's been, 9/11, the Great Recession of '07, there have been tech bubble bursts, you name it. There's wars that have taken place. But at the end of the day, we still were able to rise to the occasion and still overcome. So first thing I just want to share is just don't panic. Just breathe, because when you make quick decisions because of emotions and fear, oftentimes nothing good comes from that. So whatever you do right now, just assess the situation and control what you can control. That's the first thing. Second, from a financial perspective, it may be tempting, but do not, and I reiterate, do not cash out your investments. That's one of the worst things you can do in a situation like this. And here's why. The stock market it's a wild ride. There's ups, there's downs, and that's just the nature of the game. But historically, over time, it's going to continue to increase. There have been dips where, yes, it has gone down significantly, but it will always rebound. And with that said, right now, the losses are only paper losses. What I mean by that is that if your 401k or your investment balances are down right now, it's only on paper. It's only temporarily at this point. When the market recovers, and it will at some point, you will get back to where you were at before this pandemic started, and also probably before then. So what I'm doing and what my household is doing, we're continuing to just contribute and use our dollar cost averaging approach. Systematically continue to put money in. And I'm to the point now where I don't even check my balances. It's just, it is what it is right now. But I'm just going to keep fueling the pump. And when this recovers, I'll have more income on the other side, or more growth, if you will. So that's the one thing. Do not cash out the investments. Next, if you haven't done so, the third thing I want you to do is implement a budget. These are some wild times that we're in, and a budget is it's the foundation from which everything is going to come from, right? It's the blueprint or the money map on how you're going to not only weather this storm, but come through and thrive through it. My wife and I, we just sat down yesterday, and we had we call it a budget meeting, where we talked through, where we're going, where our finances are going from a food standpoint, like how much are we spending right now on groceries, and just keeping clear line of sight of where that money is going. Right now, we don't know what's going to happen around the corner, but making sure that we're intentional and really telling our money where to go is one way to give us control over this situation. Also, when doing a budget, it allows you the opportunity to go in and see, where are there areas that you can scale back? Can you right now discontinue a couple of memberships? Do you need cable right now? The expensive gym membership? Things like that can, if you assess it and they're not needed, can give you immediate cash flow back into your personal economy. And that's money that you can use if something happens, like to your job, or you go a temporary time period without income. It will help you not have so much outgo and give you more margin. So make sure you implement a budget if you haven't done so. And then finally, focus your attention on building your emergency fund. Build your emergency fund. Right now, any extra cash flow you're able to get, whether it's by discontinuing services, whether it's, I don't know, you're able to sell something, if that's an option, whatever that looks like, put that money into an emergency fund account and continue to build that up. We don't know what's around the next corner. Ideally, you want to have 3 to 6 months of expenses in this account. That way it'll cover you if you have a job layoff, if hours are cut back, whatever that may look like. But right now, really beef up that emergency fund. That's a critical step. In our household, what we're doing is right now, any extra money, we're putting it straight to emergency savings. And then when we overcome the situation, the money that we no longer need from an emergency standpoint, we'll then allocate it to where we need it to go in our financial plan. But really make sure you have that in place so that, if something were to happen, you can buffer that storm a little bit and have some wiggle room. So definitely make sure you do that. So once again, these are just a few tips that, I'm doing for my household, my personal economy, just to make sure I can continue to weather this storm and control the narrative from that standpoint. Now, these are practical steps, so I would love to hear what you're doing, if there's any other principles that you have in place, but definitely do something right now. Take action. Do not sit back and be reactive. This is the time to be proactive. So if anything, just take action. If you need help, you can always go to my website, easymoneytips.com. There's a free PDF you can download with 5 practical tips that helps you with your personal economy. So take advantage of that right there. It's a free resource. It'll definitely help you jumpstart your financial journey, but also give you more clarity on what to do right now during these crazy times. But like I'll say that at the very beginning, please make sure you stay safe. Take this time to reassess what's truly important in life, your family, your faith, working in your purpose, your gifts. That's what really matters right now. So take this time to really get plugged into who you are and what you're called to do. And we're going to get through this storm as a team, as a group. So hang in there, stay tight. But I'm going to also continue to share these little nuggets to help us while we're in this current season. So until next time, take care.